everybody, it's Kelly. Welcome to kdublove. This is my show on truth and love. I again am Kelly. I'm a clairvoyant and metaphysical minister, and this is my show. Welcome. Angels. How do you love that? Okay, first things first. kdublove@gmail.com. This is also my tweet. It is also my Facebook page. Thanks, you guys, for supporting my, write me if you have questions or comments, or if you would like a personal reading, and I can tell you how to get in touch with me. Hi, it's so good to see you guys. Today on the show, the name of the show is Parrot. And, hi, God, right? Okay, I love parrots, the bird parrots. My brother has 2 macaws, big parrots, and one is a marquis, and one is a blue and gold, and one is named Charlie, and we've had Charlie forever, and one is named Noelle, and Noelle was abused, and they made her do tricks and stuff, and we don't like to do that to our animals. We just like to let them be birds. And then my brother had a beautiful African gray, and his name was MacArthur, and he is no longer with us. And we love parrots in my family. And but we are not going to talk about parrots like that, because we're going to talk about parrots that we don't like today. And when we talk about parrots that we don't like, we are talking about people that parrot other people. And when we say that, I mean when people parrot something from a great spiritual leader that they don't know anything they're talking about. And I see this all the time. And it's kind of one of my biggest pet peeves one of my biggest pet peeves is when people are talking about things that they don't know anything about, and I can tell because I might happen to know quite a bit about that. You know, when I really discovered that was because I was so lucky, and I had the honor of being a docent at the Simon Wiesenthal Museum of Tolerance, which is largely a Holocaust museum. And I had taken several classes on the Holocaust before I got there at a private university here in California. And then they, at the Simon Wiesenthal, taught me quite a bit and about the Holocaust and, you know, things that happened, things that didn't happen, and horrible things. Now, I'm in a different field of work now that there are a lot of misconceptions about too. And it always kind of, I guess people just don't know, and they don't go to the library to find out about these things. The library is a great source of any information you want, but, you know, side note. But anyway, so people parrot a lot of things, or they say things like, my favorite is, they parrot great leaders or great spiritual men or women or whatever, and they're not saying the whole thing, or they just want to say this one part, but they don't want to live the other part of it. Or they just like parrot things, and oh my god. Anyway, so when people talk about karma, or when people talk about, what was that? I was going to say something before, but I don't know. Probably didn't want to. I wanted to be polite or something like that. So, anyways, that drives me crazy. And, yeah, I knew what I was going to say. When people talk about, they hear that I'm a metaphysical minister, and they instantly, first of all, most people don't know what metaphysics is, and it's, you know, science and spiritualism, and it's, you know, a lot to do with psychics and stuff like that. But anyway, they think like I'm a Christian or something like that. Nope. Because they hear the word minister. They don't know that you can be, you know, all kinds of minister. Or they say, I'm really not religious. And I go, I'm not really that religious either. And then, because they think you have to be really, I don't know. And then they go, but if I was a religion, I'd be a Buddhist. And I go, well, Buddhism is actually one of the oldest religions. Like, probably, I don't know, maybe Muslim and Hare Krishna is a little older. But yeah, it's one of the oldest religions. Yeah, it's an actual huge religion with things you should follow and not just the, little sayings on Facebook. You might want to read some literature on it. Anyway, so I know, sarcasm. My bad. Anyway, I'll live with it. Anyway, so so let's get away from what I don't like. What do I like? I like people's own thoughts. And I like when people think for themselves. I know, it's crazy. I know. So I think people should stop parroting other people. And I think they should think for themselves and ask themselves, what do I think about that? Not what someone else told me, or I read on Facebook that day, or I read this much of a great quote out of the Gita, or something like that, The Gita is a book, a spiritual book. You might want to look that up. It has a big, Bhagavad Gita. It's a very large, huge, old spiritual book you might want to look into. Anyway, so I just address that to you because it's happened recently again, and I was going to stab my eye out with a fork if I heard this gal talk anymore about stuff. And so I thought, okay, yeah, that happens a lot. And I think that we should think for ourselves and speak for ourselves. So I encourage you to do that. I love you. And I love parrots. I love macaws. And in fact, they're a lot of work. And birds are not for everybody. But I absolutely, parrots, especially African greys, are so demonstrative, and so we don't like to make the birds talk. That takes years. And most large parrots and macaws outlive their owners, and we want to just let the birds be birds. And we don't want to buy them from pet stores because they smuggle them over in toilet paper canisters or paper towel canisters when they're babies from the Amazon. So we only want to go through large bird rescue to get a bird. And if you get a bird, you have to just serve the bird. Serve the bird. You don't want the bird to do anything. Which I'm going to talk about with Higher Source, serving Higher Source, in my next show. We don't want to demand anything. We just want to serve them and see what happens. And without expecting anything to happen, which even better. So anyway, I hope you got something out of my parrot show. Probably want a cracker. Anyway, so, but I will be having a vegan, gluten-free, sugar-free cracker. But anyway, here's my email, kdublove@gmail.com. You guys, welcome to all my new subscribers. I love you so much. You're amazing. You honor me. Let's think for ourselves. Think outside the box. Let's not worry about what anyone else thinks. Okay? And let's think before we speak. So let's think, and let's think about it, and then let's speak. Okay. I love you guys. Bye-bye.